Our sports director, Josh Moser, joins me now here. And Josh, this one is really difficult for all sports fans.
Yeah, I mean, just personally, I've never felt this way before, Mark. And you see these responses on social media just pouring in from all over the place. And for me, Kobe Bryant was my childhood hero for all of us that grew up in Los Angeles.
Right.
He's who we idolized. He's who we wanted to be like. And we saw him as a Laker for 20 years. You remember the gold medals, that 81-point game. I was with Garrett Stoles, our sports producer, at that final game in Milwaukee. Giannis had the triple-double, his first of his career. And it's like you just equate all of these moments to special moments in your life. And I still can't believe that it happened. It's shockwaves throughout the world, definitely. And for everybody at home, this is where the crash occurred, was right where I grew up. It happened in Calabasas, California, right off of Las Virgenes Road in Lost Hills. He was headed to Thousand Oaks where his daughter's basketball game was going to be played. So to put this in perspective for you, it's the equivalence of going from about downtown Green Bay to the pier. So he was that close to his destination. And like Packers fans here in Wisconsin, Kobe was everything to the city of Los Angeles. There are so many great moments in the history of the city that relate back to Kobe and what he did on the court. When you're from there, much like we do here in Wisconsin with the Packers, you relate those moments to your life. And for me, my good friend Brett runs his Mamba Academy in Thousand Oaks, 10 minutes from my parents' house. I went to Kobe Bryant's camp, Lakers camp as a kid. I'm actually on a plane tomorrow to go home and spend some time at Kobe's facility. I had tickets with my dad to go to this Lakers-Clippers game on Tuesday. It's just crazy. The Grammys tonight, see the impact that Kobe had on millions of people. Here's part of the statement released by the NBA Commissioner Adam Silver on the passing of Kobe Bryant, saying, quote, "He will be remembered most for inspiring people around the world to pick up a basketball and compete to the very best of their ability. He was generous with the wisdom he acquired and saw it as his mission to share it with the future generations of players, taking special delight in passing down the love of the game to Gianna. Gianna, his daughter, she reportedly also perished in the crash." So like all of us scrolling through social media today all afternoon, and really still now, former teammates, sports icons, celebrities, all stunned. Many taking a moment to honor Bryant. My entire feed is people remembering Kobe. We want to share a couple of these tweets with you now. SHAQ saying, quote, "There's no words to express the pain I'm going through with this tragedy of losing my niece Gigi and my brother Kobe Bryant. I love you and you will be missed. My condolences goes out to the entire Bryant family and the families of the other passengers on board. I'm sick right now." And I think a lot of us are feeling the same way. Kobe will be remembered for so much more than what he did on a basketball court, but 20 years as a Laker, undoubtedly one of the best to ever play the game of basketball. Here's a look at some of his statistics. 5 NBA Finals wins in 7 tries, 18-time All-Star, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 33,643 points scored. That is 4th most in NBA history. And he was 3rd on the all-time scoring list until LeBron James passed him less than 24 hours ago, and he did it in Kobe's hometown of Philadelphia. Remember, Bryant, attending Lower Merion High School, was the 13th overall selection in the 1996 draft by the Hornets, but was traded to the Lakers for Vlade Divac. LeBron enjoying the moment for sure. But today, a completely different story in Los Angeles. This is video of James arriving back, obviously very emotional. The two very close. James seen stepping off the plane and immediately hugging this woman. Hugs continued, and he, like so many others, in disbelief of what occurred. But let's go back to Kobe. This is the last thing that we heard from him publicly. This on Twitter, honoring LeBron James last night, continuing to move the game forward. King James, much respect, my brother. Hashtag 33,644, signifying the points LeBron scored to pass Kobe on that all-time scoring list. And this is still very hard to believe. It's like a bad dream. Again, it's Kobe Bryant passing away at the age of 41 in a helicopter crash in Southern California, specifically Calabasas, where he was en route with his daughter to nearby Thousand Oaks for a travel basketball game. More reaction from around the sports world. We start with the longtime Laker, the Hall of Famer, and the man that helped bring the only NBA championship to the city of Milwaukee. That's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He said, quote, "Most people will remember Kobe as the magnificent athlete who inspired a whole generation of basketball players, but I will always remember him as a man who was much more than an athlete." We have the video online for you to watch as well. Then Magic Johnson chiming in saying, quote, "Kobe and I shared so many special conversations about life in basketball. We had so much in common off the court. I used to love talking to him about Lakers basketball, being fathers and husbands, and how much we loved Italy. I will miss those conversations and him so much." Finally, MJ, Michael Jordan, on Kobe. He released a statement saying, in part, "I loved Kobe. He was like a little brother to me. We used to talk often, and I will miss those conversations very much. He was a competitor, one of the greats of the game and a creative force. Some really powerful stuff right there from some of the best in the game of basketball. Here in Wisconsin, the Bucks releasing this statement. Kobe Bryant demonstrated an extraordinary passion for basketball and love for his family. His legendary impact on the game will continue forever, and he will be terribly missed by the Bucks organization and basketball fans across the globe. For tonight, games still played around the NBA. There's no official word if the Lakers-Clippers game will be played on Tuesday, but all playing tonight, paying homage this evening.
The NBA and the game of basketball will mourn this loss together. Please join us in a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Mamba.
From Madison Square Garden to the Mile High City, moments of silence were shared by the teams, fans, and everybody watching around the world. Outpour for the Bryant family continues to come in across multiple platforms. And this is a moment that sticks out to me. The Raptors and Spurs each taking 24-second violations in remembrance of the late, great 24, Greg Popovich, coaching Bryant in the Olympics. That's just a very special moment. So Kobe Bryant transcended all sports and pop culture, but it's hard to explain what he meant to the city of Los Angeles. Longtime Brewer Ryan Braun, growing up a fan of Kobe in Southern California, and he had this to say today about his passing.
It's devastating, and he was obviously such an incredible basketball player, had such an impact on so many people's lives off the court, and had so much left to give and to positively impact people's lives. So it's heartbreaking and just devastating.
Did you have a chance to cross paths with Kobe being in Southern California, guys?
A little bit. I wouldn't say that I knew him or anything, but you know, like I said, he was a huge part of my childhood growing up in LA as a Laker fan. Huge fan of his and everything that he had accomplished, and he was you know, an inspiration, I think, to all athletes. And it's just incredibly difficult to process. It's devastating. It really is.
Unbelievable. I still can't believe this happened.
Impactful. You said it perfectly. All these impactful moments that he's made on and off the court, and really touched so many lives and so many teams paying homage to him tonight.
Yeah, and it's really interesting when you listen to all of these athletes and everyone else that's talking. It's, you know, be where your feet are. That's what Devontae Adams say, and enjoy these moments because you never know when it's going to be gone. And this one certainly hits close to home.
Yeah, very fleeting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh. And Kobe Bryant's death certainly having an impact on many around the world tonight.